Hi, my name is Youngo. This is Sprint 4. So for Sprint 4, I had two backlog IDs 28 and 29. They were testing and debugging of the app. So the app itself hasn't changed much, but it's actually, most of the backend stuff has changed. So the user interface is going to be done next week on backlog ID 30. So, for my app, I changed a few things. For starters, this displays only 5 at a time. So it used to display all of them. So if I have 7 here, it would display all 7. But now I just show the top 5, the latest 5. And again, this was in chronological order. It used to be like March would be here, April here, and then May. But I switched it around because it makes sense that the one on top should be the most recent. If you see here, so if I put announcement, group meeting at, it's going to add something on the top here. So, and the one on the bottom is deleted. So if you see here, the one on, it only shows 8 to 4. And another thing I added was, oh, first of all, I'm sorry, I forgot. My app is an app, it's an alerting app, so it's a notification app. So it takes two kinds of notifications, reports, announcements, and emergency. And so if I were to submit a report, everyone near me would receive the same report. It would take the longitude and latitude, like seen above. I'm sorry. So back on topic, something I added was, an auto refresh method. So every 10 seconds, it would refresh the list of reports. So I can't show it here because I'd be the one entering the report. But if I were to insert into report info, announcements run like this, this would be added right away. So it's a 10-second interval, so it'd be random. And right now, I kind of got lucky and it just got entered right away. And if you, yep, announcement is run. Okay. Something else. So for this screen, by next sprint, I have to polish this up. These 5 shouldn't be spaced like this. I think they should have more info. Maybe in the future I could click it and it would link to another page which shows the map of the report. Or it'd be better if I take all these 5 and map them, because they're all near me. And for announcements, I guess I could show the latest week of announcements, or I could prioritize them somehow. But for emergencies, it shouldn't be I shouldn't show emergency from a week ago. So that's a system I'm thinking about. So if you look into the code, some things I added. First of all, I added this start repeating test. This is every interval, which is 10 seconds. I'm sorry, I changed this. 10 seconds. It would get the history view method, which is checking the data again. So it'd do it all over again, getting the information from the database. So yes, that's something I set up. Something else, it's towards the bottom. This is the send notification method, but as you can see, I've never used the method because I haven't got it to work. This should work. By next sprint, I should have this working. So what this would do is every time something here is updated, which is near you, for example, someone 1 kilometer away from me would report a fire, then this would check against the database, and there'd be a notification here, just like what you have on your phone. Yes. So that's something I tried looking up on Google and Stack Overflow, but I couldn't find, so I'm still working on that. And I guess that's one of the features that's added on. I didn't actually have it on the Sprint. So, yes. And for the history adapter, for the fetch data. So as soon as I get the JSON array, which is all the information, all the reports, I filter them. So what I did was I got the current location on the main method, right? I get the location, longitude and latitude, and then I send that through, I forget where, yes, through this method, history view. So every time this method is called, longitude and latitude are called there. And they get sent here, where they get stored in the new location. They get stored in doubles, and then I made a location which has the longitude and latitude. This is the current location for the phone you have right now. So for me, it's the emulator. But for this is a temporary location. So every JSON array has 5 or so things: report type, comment, longitude, latitude, and current time date. So it would get the longitude and latitude, and it would store it into a location, and then it would compare the current location of the phone, the distance to the temporary location of the report for every report, since this is a for loop. And if the distance in meters is less than 1 kilometer, it would actually add the report. But if you can see here, I commented this out because I didn't get this to work. For some reason, it just returns nothing. So no reports are added at all. So this is something I have to fix also. So the professor, I talked to him, and he said there should be some things that I could use on the back end to compare longitudes and latitudes, but I actually didn't. I looked into it, and there were some things like Google Cloud Messaging, which would take longitudes and latitudes and compare them and send notifications, but it was far over my level, so I couldn't get that to work. Yes. So by next sprint, I should get this to work. So yeah, I wouldn't want a notification from like China right now because I'd be in State College right now. It's just for every longitude and latitude it lists them. I just need to get something in the radius. Okay. So something else I changed. I think that's all. Yes. So I think the hardest thing for me was that for this sprint, it's almost the last sprint, so I had to actually, during testing and debugging, I have to be in the user's perspective and think how he or she would think. So, like I showed you before, I wouldn't want the oldest report on the top. Does that make sense? Logically, and I wouldn't want reports that'd be like 3 months old down here. So those are things that I could only think of when I went into the user's perspective, and I guess that was a good experience. And something else, the notification thing. There are like target APIs and required APIs, which is, since I'm a new Android developer, which is something that was kind of mind-boggling. So something about channels. So this whole thing is from Google, actually, their official website, and I have to rewrite this code. Yeah, and for the last sprint, I only have UI polishing and documentation. I don't think I'll get the documentation, but I certainly have to fix the bugs on this, and I'm trying to get the maps done as well. So if I get to sort these by longitude and latitudes, so for example, if I was in this position, it would only output these 6, right? So if I get that working, I could actually map those on the first page. It would show Google Maps, and then it would show like pins of where the reports are. And if I could press the pin, that'd be better, or not. And so anyways, that's all. I'm sorry this is the second recording, because I have no idea, but Screenocasts the screen recorder kind of messed up my audio. It was fine after I recorded, but when I was uploading, it kind of messed up. Thank you.